Hey, my God is good. Oh, hey, my oh my goodness, this dancing. Maybe I'll become dancing. I'm dancing too much here in Nigeria. Maybe because I'm happy. You know, when you are happy, you do things that you feel like doing good things. Happiness is good. You know, nobody can give you happiness, so you got to ginger yourself to be happy. We are not talking about happiness today. I'm not come here to preach. I'm not a motivational speaker. So thank you so much. So hi guys, how are you doing? Hope you're doing amazingly well. Thank you so much, and you are most welcome to my channel. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, like the video, and you leave a sweet comment down below. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. So today we are going to talk the continuation of a video I did last. It's up here. You can kindly go and check that video. It's a continuation of that video. We talked about the difference between Kenya and Nigeria. And let's just give you a tip of where this country is. Kenya is in the eastern part of Africa, bordering Tanzania, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Somalia. While Nigeria is in the western part of Africa, bordering Chad, Niger, Cameroon, and Benin. These are the countries that borders Nigeria. So we are talking about two countries, beautiful and fantastic countries, but they are located in different places. And you have not watched that video kindly. We are starting from up. That's the first video. So this is part 2, the continuation of that video. So you are welcome to part 2 to part 2 of the video. There is a lot we can talk about these two fantastic countries. Just a few things, because there's a lot we can talk. And this country has a lot to offer. They are amazing and fantastic countries in the continent of Africa. Yes, Africa. So today we want to talk about money. They say it's a vitamin that we all need. Vitamin M. That's what they say. And also that's what they say. They say it's vitamin M. It boosts it makes your immune system. It boosts your immune system. I don't know. Leave your comment below. What about money? So we want to talk about money. These two countries have different type of money. So Kenya have Kenya shillings, or Nigeria they uses naira. Yeah, they uses naira, or Kenya uses Kenya shillings. And this Kenya shilling and naira, there is a way there is a way they get their money, or they do with their money in these two countries. Kenya using Kenya shillings. They use how they get their money. You can do banking. You can do also have what do you call it? M-Pesa. M-Pesa is an electronic way of sending and receiving money. So this is how they use their money in Kenya. You can do M-Pesa, you can go to bank, but M-Pesa is commonly used in Kenya because it's easy. And you know, with the M-Pesa, you don't need to have a bank account. You can have an M-Pesa in your phone, just download M-Pesa, and you can use it in your phone easily. Even someone who is in rural home, doing their own farming, they can use M-Pesa. You can send to them money, they can receive their money. So it's an electronic way of sending and receiving money. Is widely used by almost all Kenyans because it's easy, it's convenient. Well, in Nigeria they also have another way of they receive and send money. And one of them that I've seen mostly they use it is called the POS. This POS you can use it you can receive money, you can send money. They are all over Nigeria. You can send and receive money through POS, but POS you need to have a bank account. They also have another app I see they use that is called OPay. OPay also you can get and receive money. So it's a good way of how these two countries have seen a way you can receive and also send money. They use POS in Nigeria, Kenya use M-Pesa, they can use OPay. They also have other apps where you can send and receive money in Nigeria and you don't need a bank account. So both of these countries are doing very well financially, that if you want to receive or send money to someone you can say to your mom, my son, I need this type of money. Wherever they hear you say, Go to this place, you receive your money. So both two countries, and we talk about money, we talk about pesa, as we call it in Kenya, pesa. They are doing very, very well, but they do it differently. Another thing I want to talk about money when I talk about these two countries, as I say, Kenya, they use Kenya shillings, Nigeria, they use Naira. Kenya, they still use coins. Kenya, they still use coins. Kenya have coins. That's a big difference there because Nigeria, they don't have coins. They have notes. So that's a difference there. That Kenya, they still use coins, and Nigeria, they don't use coins again. They have notes. They were using coins before, but I don't see them. I'm here. I don't see coins again. I see notes. I use notes here. So that's a good way of sending and receiving money. And both countries are doing very, very well when it comes to pesa or money. They are doing fantastic. So in case you're in Nigeria, don't worry, you'll be sorted in case you want to receive and send money. Where in Kenya, just when you land, upload that M-Pesa app. And by the way, I've not been paid by OPE, I've not been paid by M-Pesa. No. I just enlightening you that in case you go to this country or you find yourself in this other country, that is how they send and receive money, and you'll be easily be sorted if you use this kind of app or you use this kind of way of sending and receiving money. So let's talk about social life. Nigeria. What is happening to you, Nigeria? Your social life is of another level. Nigeria, so there's something I've noted here in Nigeria. There is no dull moment for Nigeria. Whether you have money or you don't have money, life has to go on. People here, they ginger themselves very, very well. They ginger themselves very much. They say, God will do it tomorrow. And they normally say, if today not better, tomorrow go be better. I'm liking to you. Tomorrow go be better. So they kind of ginger themselves in life and they say, if these are not okay today, tomorrow they will be okay. So when it comes to their social life is amazing. These are people, when they see you, they'll say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. They love greeting, so they can greet you very, very well. In Nigeria, they greet a lot. So when it comes to the way they take life and the way they live their life, I find it so different from the way Kenyans live their life. Kenyans are also social, but the way they are all social is different from the way Nigerians are social. When you go to Kenya, let's say like big cities, like a city like Nairobi, in Nairobi, people do their own things. Mostly, if I don't know you, go your own way, I go my own way. If I don't know you, let me do my own thing, so you do your own things. So they are kind of laid back, they are kind of chilled. They are quieter compared to the way Nigerians are. Nairobi, so in Kenya, people are more quiet than Nigeria. They do their things quietly than Nigerians. Nigeria, they don't do things quietly. They are up there. They do their things. Life has to go on. They ginger themselves and they are so different compared to the way people live in Kenya. So the life for Kenya, the social life for Kenya is so different from the social life of Nigeria. They are very, very kind of quiet. They are to themselves. They keep to themselves more. They don't go extra. Maybe it's because they say, I don't want to get into another person's affair. Maybe that's why they do like that. Because in Kenya, you can stay in a building. Let's say in big cities, as I've said, because in the villages it's different. You can stay in a building. The neighbor opens their door, they close their door, they are doing their own business. The other neighbor, they open their door, they go to work, come between the evening, they are doing their own business. So they kind of mostly do their own way of doing their own things quietly than compared to Nigeria. So when you come to Nigeria, it's so different. Here, they want to be loved. They want to know how you are doing. That's why they greet a lot. How are you, Mama? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. They love greetings. And again, if they don't see you, say, I've not seen you for 2 days, so I've not seen you for 1 week. I didn't see you in church, they can even call you. And if they know they are home, they can come and check on you how you are doing. When it comes to neighbors, they knock in the morning. They say, good morning, ma. They want to know how you are doing. So the way they live their life, their social life here is so different than the way we do our life in Kenya. It's quite different. It's something that I've noted here And before, when I came here, I was like, is it not too much? But now I want it because I noticed that this is some people who are concerned about you, people who care about you, people who are worried about you. They know how you are doing. Are you okay or you are not okay? That's the reason why they do it. And they love greetings. Kenya also they greet. I'm not saying, don't confuse me here. They greet, yes, especially in the coastal part of Kenya, Mombasa people, Kilifi people, Malindi people, coastal part of Kenya. They greet a lot. These are the people who say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. They greet you very, very well. I'm talking of a big city like Nairobi. That place, you see a very different way of how they live their life. They kind of laid back. They live their own life quietly. But also other parts in Kenya, you go to them, they will come you. Don't mistake being quiet that they are not kind and they are not lovely. No, Kenyans are great and wonderful people. That's why I'm saying it's different because they do things differently. But these two countries are amazing people. Yeah, this is how they do their own life. Let's talk about their clothing. The way they dress is also different, and that is something I've noticed here. Nigerians, they like dressing yes in official wear. They also love dressing in their traditional wear. In traditional wear, I mean this, they call it Ankara here in Nigeria. Our country, we call it Kitenge. They wear their waist, they wear their Ankara, or those traditional dresses that they like to wear. They can wear it any time of the day. They can wear it on Monday, any day they can wear. Monday, weekdays, they can also wear. But in Kenya, I normally see when we come to such kind of clothing, our traditional wear, we have our wear, yes, we Kikus have their traditional wear, Masais have their traditional wear, all tribes have their traditional wear, the whatever they wear. And we also love kitenge, they call it Ankara hair. Most of the time when they wear their kitenge or traditional wear, it's when they have ceremonies, especially you are doing weddings, you have an occasion that you invited people and you tell them, we are dressing in our African attire. That is when you see that Kenyans are dressing in their traditional way. If there is wedding or there is certain party that they would like to do, they can dress in their traditional attire. They do that. But here in Nigeria, it's kind of different. They love their traditional wear. They can wear it any day, any time. I can wear my kitenge go to the farm. I can wear my kitenge go to parties. I can wear my kitenge just go around my daily, do my daily work wearing kitenge. They also have wear English wear. They call it English wear here. They also do that. What I've noticed the difference is the way they wear it anytime. They love their traditional wear very much that they can wear it anytime. Kenyans also have their own traditional wear and we love it. We love wearing it. It's so beautiful, it's so fine. If you see the Maasai traditional wear, very, very fine. The Kiku people have their way, they dress their own traditional. But it's mostly worn when you are going to occasions or most of the time maybe church you have a birthday party, something like that. But here it's quite different. They can wear it anytime and they love it. And by the way, we should love our traditional way more because it speaks for who we are. We are Africans and we should love our tradition. We should get used to wearing our traditional wear because it makes us stand out different from others as Africans and we look beautiful. We look fantastical. Yeah, that is how they dress. Let's talk about languages. As I told you, these two countries has a lot. I cannot cover all this. A lot we can talk about. When we talk about languages, Kenya has the official language, that is English. So is Nigeria. Their official language is English. And having these two official languages, they also have other languages that they speak. Imagine all the tribes in Nigeria. They all speak different languages. So are the all tribes in Nigeria, in Kenya. They all speak different languages. The language I'm talking about, in Kenya have English as the official language. They also speak Swahili, Kenya. And anywhere, any place when you speak Swahili, it's so easy to communicate with people. But in Nigeria also they have English. That's their official language, as I said in Kenya. But they also have another language I want to talk about. I've heard them speak and I love it. And I want to learn it. It's called Pidgin. Hey, that is what they normally say. How you dey? I dey come. Such kind of language is basic. I don't get them. That kind of language. It's PG and I love it. This PG, oh, many people can speak it. Every Nigeria, wherever you go, you speak PG. It's so easy to communicate with them. So it's a language that is so easy that if you know PG, you can communicate with anybody. And it's a language that is spoken by the young and also by the old. Anybody can speak PG. That's what I'm saying. I want to learn PG. Hey, anybody who is willing to teach me PG, I want to learn PG. So is Kenya. They have another language apart from English as the official language, and they also speak Swahili in Kenya. They also have another language that they speak that is called Sheng. This is mostly spoken by young people now. There is a difference there. It's mostly spoken by young people. You know, as I said, PGO, anybody can speak PGO, whether you are old or young. Here in Nigeria, and please don't mind the noise. You know, Okada are passing by. I'm on the road. That's the reason why you can hear the noise. But in Kenya, Sheng is mostly for the young people, and it's also keep on changing. The older generation, yes, they used to have Sheng, but the new generation, the Gen Z, with their Sheng, they can talk about you. You don't hear anything because they know the way they twist word. They can mix it in English, Swahili, and another language. It can be even 4 languages spoken in Sheng, different languages. So Sheng is widely also spoken, especially by the young people. I call them Gen Z, by the young people. They speak it very well and they love it. And that's how they communicate. They can talk about you as another person and you not understand. And also, the older people used to have Sheng, yes. But it's different now. It's continue upgrade from one level to another. From moving from Android to Apple. Hey, that is where they do. That is the kind of language they speak. So every country, these 2 countries have different languages that they speak, yes, but they have an official language where when you land to Nigeria or you land to Kenya, you can speak English and you are able to communicate with anyone that you'd like to talk to in these 2 fantastic countries in Africa. I love Africa. Africa is my business. Africa is my continent. It's my own. I love Africa. So these are amazing things that I've noted that there is these 2 countries. As I've said, to know more about these countries, the differences, good and beautiful differences, because you can be different but be fantastic in your own way. You can watch this video, the video that is up here, so that you can learn more about these 2 amazing countries. Hey, let's talk about food. In the previous video, I talked about food, but now I'm talking a different kind of food. And the thing is for the food. You know, me and food, we are friends. So we are talking about food. In the previous video, I talked about the type of food that the 2 fantastic countries have. Kenya have their chapati, their rice, their mokimo, their ngwashi, their ugali. So many types of food. And they have traditional type of food that they love and they cook. And they have their nyama choma, and the signature nyama choma they have in Kenya. So is in Nigeria. They have their rice, the jollof, the fried rice, the coconut rice, all those type of rice. We have traditional food. We have pounded yam. There are so many type of food that you can see in these 2 countries. Because in Africa, we have good food. We have organic food that when you eat, you go enjoy them and your body go fine. So in this type of food I want to talk about is swallow food. This thing is only I've seen it here in Nigeria and maybe to other countries. Leave your comments which other countries that they eat swallow food. Because from my country, in Kenya, we don't eat swallow food. We don't have swallow food. And if we have swallow food, we don't eat them by swallowing. But in Nigeria, hey, it's different. They have swallow foods. And these swallow foods are like fufu, a swallow food. They have pounded yam, a swallow food. They have eba, a swallow food. They have semolina, a swallow food. So there are different type of swallow food that they have. They cook it different with the different soup. They can cook with the goat meat, they can cook with chicken, all type of proteins they can cook with it. The vegetables, one thing I noticed in Nigeria, they have a lot of vegetables here. very organic, very food. So these are swallow foods that they have here in Nigeria, but in Kenya we don't have swallow foods. But in Nigeria they have. They cook semolina, they also call it swallow food. They can swallow. When we cook semolina in Kenya, we cook it like ugali, so we don't eat it swallow. But here in Nigeria, they love it and they cook it. They have their own swallow food. That is the difference that I've seen here. Yes, they have all these other type of food that they cook and are very delicious and they are very fine, but they also have this type of swallow food that they cook and they are good and they are lovely. If you love swallow food, leave your comment that people will know that the kind of food that you love. For me, oh, I'm trying for swallow. I've not yet gotten there. Oh, I'm trying for swallow food though, because they are very, very organic food. I'm trying. But one thing that I notice is they have swallow and Kenya, we don't have swallow. Another thing I notice about when it comes to food, notice about their vegetables. Mostly in Nigeria, they use their original organic traditional vegetables. They use traditional vegetables a lot. And I've been looking for that vegetable that we have in Kenya. We call it sukumawiki or kales. Sukumawiki, I've not seen it anywhere in Nigeria. They don't have sukumawiki here, but we have sukumawiki in Kenya. And we consume it a lot. So it's what we call it, spinach. We consume it a lot. Spinach, you can see it here. But sukumawiki, I've not seen it in Nigeria. So they like their traditional vegetable more here in Nigeria. And also in Kenya, we have traditional vegetable. But the vegetable I'm talking about, where they don't see it here, is sukumawiki. Leave your comment whether you have seen sukumawiki here in Nigeria, if you are from here. Or leave your comment, what's your favorite food? Is it a swallow or is it this other type of food that you love? So they have different kinds of foods here in Nigeria, so as in Kenya. But the one I want to talk about that I found it totally different is the swallow food, and the vegetable that I've not seen here is sukumawiki or kale vegetable. Otherwise, I'm loving the traditional vegetable because they are very, very nice, they are delicious, and they are very, very good for the body. You nourish your body very, very well with traditional food. Leave your comment down below. What is your favorite food in your country? Is it Kenya nyama choma? Is it chapati? Is it pilau? Or in Nigeria, is it your jollof rice? Is it your fried rice? Or what do you call it? Is it your fufu? Is it your pounded yam? What do you love eating most in this type of food? So I'd like to end my video here about the type of food that I'm getting confused because of my people here. Let me not get confused. I'd like to end my video here. And before I end this video, after watching this video, kindly go and watch the first video so that you can learn more about the difference of these two countries, amazing ones, of course, so that you can learn more about these amazing countries that are in Africa. So kindly leave your comment. If you're not subscribe and like the video. And see you on the next one. And it's lunchtime and I'm hungry for food. Am I going to eat swallow? Am I going to eat pounded yam? Is it egusi soup with goat meat? Is it fried rice? Is it I don't know which one. Follow me for more. Leave your comment. Bye and see you on the next one.